guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be trying a super yummy recipe that I know we are all so excited for, because let's be honest, it is now fall time. I know it's come up super quick, and if it's not fall where you are, it is definitely fall here in Alaska. It's actually going to be snowing here fairly soon, I'm sure. So as you can guess, I'm sure we are going to be making pumpkin cheesecake muffins today. So this recipe I found on Pinterest. Of course, I will have the link to it in the description box below. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So for this recipe, you are going to need 1 cup of pumpkin puree. You're going to need 5 eggs. I set these, you want these room temperature. If you don't have them set out, you can also put them in a bowl of warm water. So that is what I did. I also have 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and then half a teaspoon of salt in here. I've used my Himalayan pink salt. I like it better. I feel that it pulls out flavors a little bit more. Half a cup plus 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. The recipe calls for 1.5 cups of sweetener, but in my opinion that is way too much. So I'm going to go ahead and start with 6 tablespoons of Swerve confectioner sugar, and then I will sweeten it to taste. 1 tablespoon plus 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, I'm sorry, I can't talk. Half a cup of melted coconut oil. Here, look how pretty, nice and clear. And 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Also, for the filling, you're going to need 3 ounces of softened room temperature cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of heavy cream, 1.5 tablespoons of sweetener, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So the recipe actually calls for you to do the muffin filling first, but because I know coconut flour absorbs really quickly, I don't want to set these aside and have them done before I do this, because I know it's going to thicken up and I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the cream cheese filling. So all you have to do is combine this in a bowl and then give it a good mix. So I'm going to do that, come back and show you guys how to do the pumpkin pie. Okay, so now that that is all mixed up, I'm going to go ahead and set this aside. That way it is ready to go when these pumpkin spice muffins are ready. So the recipe says, in a large bowl, beat your eggs, your powdered sweetener, your pumpkin puree, vanilla, and pumpkin pie spice all together. So I'm going to go ahead and combine all of these ingredients real quick. Okay guys, now that the pumpkin puree mixture is all mixed up nice and combined, you're going to go ahead and add your coconut oil. And your butter, and then you're going to mix that up again until well combined. Okay, as you guys probably saw, I did go ahead and decide to add 2 more tablespoons of my sweetener, which made 8 tablespoons of sweetener altogether. For me, that is the perfect sweetness. I went ahead and tasted it. Plus, your coconut flour is going to add a little bit of sweetness, and your cream cheese frosting has sugar in it. So all of those combined is going to add some really good flavor. So now is the time where you're going to take your coconut flour and your baking powder and salt, and you're going to add that to your mixture. And go ahead and mix. Okay guys, and there you have it. Your 2 mixtures are completely done. Now the recipe says that this can make up to 18 full-size or regular size muffins. So I went ahead and lined my 12 cup cupcake tin and my 6 cup cupcake tin with these super cute little fall pumpkin liners that I had. And I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to scoop this out and fill all of these up, and then I will show you guys what to do with the cream cheese mix on top. Okay guys, so now that all of my muffin cupcake tin liners are all filled with the pumpkin pie spice muffins, sorry, trying to think of what to call them, you're going to take about a teaspoon of the cream cheese and dollop it right on top of each muffin. I'm going to start off with a little bit to go through, make sure I can get an even amount.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I was actually able to get about 1.5 teaspoons of the cream cheese filling. So all you're going to do now is take a toothpick and you're just going to swirl this around as best as possible. Now, the only thing with this is because of the coconut flour, the pumpkin mixture has already thickened. So you kind of just don't really stir it, you kind of just mix it in there. Okay guys, so now that that is done and you have this all swirled up, you're going to throw these into an oven at 350 degrees for 18 to 22 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and start mine at 18 minutes. I have a gas stove and sometimes things cook differently in these and I don't want to overbake these. So once these are done and out of the oven, I will come back to show you guys how delicious these pumpkin muffins are. I'm so excited. They look so good already. Alright guys, so once these are out of the oven, I will be back. Hi guys, okay, so it is actually the next day. Sorry I look like disheveled. I've been out running errands, grocery shopping, and all the things today. But I of course wanted to come back and show you guys these pumpkin cheesecake muffins. They came out so delicious. Me, my 2 girls, and my husband all devoured one today. I've had like another one, and then my daughter had another one. So they are really, really good, and I highly recommend this recipe. So of course, I will have the recipe link in the description box below. Again, if you guys like this video or try this recipe, comment down below, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!